line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line. He's down to the right. Hey. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Morse. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
Off the play fake. Morse. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. For USC, such a storied program. 11 times they've been crowned national champions, beginning with the earliest way back in 1920. And he lost the football, and this is picked up by the defense. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will have a touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Trojan offense ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Watch 7. Watch 7.
Operating from the gun. Morse. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 62 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought...
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Clayton Irons, an 18-yard touchdown run. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting ready for their next possession, this Florida Gator offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way.
The The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk.
And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Justin Robbins from 10 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 14. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain there of 21 yards. Looking to throw.
Containing.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the back.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Flushed out right. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke. Well, you have to think, to this point in the semifinal matchup, you've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. And they really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Morse. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Morse. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a loose football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point up and through. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The USC offense getting ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who